As we saw earlier in the show, our great medical expert, Dr. Quinn, is making a successful recovery from emergency brain surgery. But with any patient that gets better, they have a team helping them. We catch up with an occupational and speech therapist that worked with Dr. Quinn about the process of helping him and others. When Dr. Quinn walked in, what was one of the things that you guys noticed about him after post-surgery?
He had a little bit of weakness on his left side, but it was very mild. But overall, we really just noticed he had a great attitude about everything, and he was really motivated to work hard with all of us.
When someone like him comes in, what's the first thing you kind of work with?
Everybody's so different in this setting. We never really know kind of what to expect. Everybody's so different. He was kind of on the higher level of things. He was really close to being independent when he got here, so our work was kind of easy. He made it super easy.
Yeah, what were some of the things that you did have to work with him on?
So, like I said, we worked a little bit on his dynamic balance. We worked on visuospatial awareness. We did training with the Dynavision machine, which is kind of like a big board where he had to post lights and stuff, so it worked on his reaction time and things like that, which he excelled with all of that. So.
Does it help when you have kind of a positive attitude like Dr. Quinn does? I mean, like, is it fun for you too when he's kind of pushing you?
Absolutely. He's very competitive, so he was like always trying to get like the highest score possible. So yeah.
When it comes to the speech part, you know, anything you had to work on with him for that?
No, very mild deficits with his speech. We had a little bit of slurred speech in the beginning, but we just worked on strengthening those facial muscles and really just making sure that he was confident when he went back into the public figure that he is. Really.
Yeah, right. Exactly. He's a big part of our Live at 9 show. He's on every Wednesday, so that's why we're here. But beyond Dr. Quinn, you know, what are some of the things that you see with just general patients that come into this method?
Oh, goodness. Usually the deficits that we see are much more significant than Dr. Quinn's. In the speech therapy world, we treat a lot of cognition and swallowing difficulty, difficulty speaking, and even just basic communication, really. So he was really on the higher end of those things. We didn't really deal with any of those things at all, mostly just on his dysarthria and a little bit of slurred speech, and that was it.
For you?
We typically see hemiparesis, overall muscular atrophy, things like that. So generally we see people who are a lot more weak, and we have to work on strengthening, coordination, balance, all of those things. So typically they're a little bit worse off in that aspect, and we have to work on regaining all of those things, which is tough sometimes, but very rewarding to do.
What is the toughest part of your guys' job?
Tough. I guess just bouncing back and forth between this patient's so severe and this patient is not severe at all. I guess just being able to bounce back and forth between all different kinds of things that we see every day.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Like just having to go from each level, like having to adjust yourself to each patient's needs and to fit, you know, what works best for them.
I'm sure Dr. Quinn had no needs. Oh yeah, there you go.
Not at all.
So I guess when you see his recovery, right, and you see that, you know, it was mild and it was good, I don't want to go too dark, but what are some of the tough things that you guys have to deal with that's okay for TV?
Well, sometimes it's difficult. Like people are, you know, experiencing very difficult periods of their life when they're here. Like you've had a stroke or a major accident or injury, so you kind of have to go on like and take sort of a counselor role and just sort of help guide them through the emotional processes of that. And that's one of the tougher aspects. I know Bailey.
Yeah, definitely agree. We do a lot of counseling in this setting. It's depressive at times, but we're also on the positive side of things. We're helping these people get better, and so we do see improvement, but the hardest thing probably is having to talk those patients out of that depressive episode that they're going through with everything that's happened to them. So.
Do you feel an emotional connection to your people that you work with?
Oh, exactly. Yes.
Yes, 100%.
Very much so.
Right. So you want, I mean, not only are you doing your job, but you want them to succeed too. So it becomes like on a personal level. You're like, okay, and you get excited as they do.
Yes.
You ever feel like you get more excited than they do when you see some of the...
Sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes they don't notice how big something is or how big of a gain they've made, and so I feel like we do react more sometimes than they would.
This is great. You're moving your like finger.
Yeah.
You're doing great.
Right. I mean, but seriously, I mean, just a finger movement can sometimes be the difference
Yeah.
between, you know, maybe thinking someone's going to be paralyzed for a long time and them, well, okay, there's a road to recovery here.
It's a start.
For Dr. Quinn, you guys said that he obviously was on the higher end of stuff.
Yes.
How quickly did he recover?
What was he here? A total of 5-6 days.
5 or
So
6-ish.
he.
And that's really good, I assume.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah, typically.
Usually the length of stay is anywhere from a week to 2 weeks, sometimes a month. So for him to be here 4 to 5 days, he just really, I mean, it was like a snap of a finger with him, his
Yeah.
improvement.
Yeah, he made a really quick turnaround. Like, he just worked really hard with us, too.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you guys doing this because now we got Dr. Quinn back on Wednesdays on Live at 9.
yeah.
But you guys do a great job with what you do, and it's so important to society. So thank you guys both for doing this.
Yes, of course. Thank you.
And your TV debut.
No,